Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here to break down your sources into something useful. And today, we're digging into the plans for a new podcast called Level 35 Studio Confessions. We've got excerpts from their sort of manifesto, Chaos with a Microphone.
Yeah, exactly. Our mission today is to figure out what makes this show tick. Like, what kind of secrets are they actually after, and how do they structure this whole thing? It's really all about, well, organized absurdity, isn't it?
Absolutely. And the core idea, it's just built for maximum chaos. They're basically asking you, the listener, to send in your, quote, dirtiest, funniest, most shamefully bizarre little secrets. And they get put on trial, essentially. Public scrutiny.
It's that kind of secret, the one you're bursting to tell but probably shouldn't. And they're super clear about the tone. They call it chaos with a microphone. It's
Right.
right there in the source material. This is not some polite tea and biscuit storytelling hour.
No quiet reflection here.
No, the goal is pure scandal, finding those completely ridiculous moments.
Okay, let's break down how that actually works. A confession comes in, then what? They don't just read it,
I
right?
know. It's all about performance, dramatic delivery, apparently lots of over-the-top sound effects. They even mention interrupting themselves laughing sometimes.
Right, and then they rip it apart. What does that mean?
It sounds like they speculate wildly. They pick at the details, try and find the weak spots, debate if it could possibly be real.
Which leads to the big finale, the verdict.
Yep. Is it true? Is it false? Or my personal favorite category. So, ridiculously unhinged, it must be true.
Huh, love that. So why do this? What's the thinking behind it?
It's pretty simple, really. They think people are, and I quote, ridiculously interesting, and that everyone has these wild stories they just can't share on, say, Facebook, without causing a massive family drama.
And the family group chat would explode, so it's an outlet. But not just for any old story, right? There are rules.
Oh, yeah. Strict rules. Quality control is key. They want stuff that sounds like Netflix documentaries waiting to happen.
High bar. So what don't they want?
Definitely not mild inconveniences. The example they give is confessing to parking slightly over a white line.
What happens then?
You get booed, apparently. Digitally, I assume. They want drama.
Okay, makes sense. But I saw something about encouraging lying. Well, how does that fit in?
Right. It seems weird for confessions, but it's part of the entertainment blueprint. You can lie, but you have to lie well. That means adding bizarre, super specific details, things that make the story even more spectacular, even if they're fake.
Like the example they gave, it was exactly 7:04 p.m. and the seagull was wearing sunglasses.
Exactly. That kind of weird detail makes it funnier and harder to dismiss, even if it sounds nuts.
And people actually send stuff like this in.
Apparently so. The examples are wild. Faking a faint to get out of PE class for a whole term? Genius.
Or the one about getting banned from the zoo.
For teaching the parrots to swear. That's the level of unhinged content they're aiming for.
It helps that it's anonymous, I guess. They even suggest pseudonyms like Geraldine the Goose Tamer.
Totally. Anonymity is key. And then they take all this chaos and they file it.
File it.
They sort the submissions into 5 delicious categories, which
Yeah.
is just a fun way of organizing the madness.
What are they?
Let's see, workplace crimes, family treachery, romantic mayhem, pet crimes.
That's hate crimes, okay.
Yeah. And the catch-all. Completely unhinged. For the stuff that just defies any logic.
So thinking about this for you, the listener, this whole approach is really different from, say, therapy, isn't it?
Oh, completely. Therapy is about healing, confidentiality. This is the opposite. It's designed to be loud, overdramatic, occasionally wrong, but funny. That's straight from their material.
The goal isn't closure or understanding.
Nope. The goal is making the story entertaining. Maybe making it go viral on TikTok, not actual resolution.
Right, so it's a system designed purely for generating entertainment, using secrets and maybe even deception as the raw material.
Which brings us to a final thought for you to mull over. Given that the show openly says it doesn't really care if a confession is true, does the sheer entertainment value of a brilliant liar, a master of deception, sometimes outweigh the appeal of hearing someone's raw, unfiltered truth when it comes to the content we choose to consume?
Something to think about.
Yeah.
That's all for this deep dive. We'll catch you next time.